Okay. The Japanese one's not listed here. I'm going to assume that the Japanese Wii's use RSBE also. I'm not entirely sure about that. But anyway, I'm going to assume that most of you are just PAL or US, not Japanese Brawl users. Okay, so you would for this folder in the app, the APP folder, you would name it, if you're US, name it RSBE. If you are European, PAL, whatever, it's PAL, that means you're in Europe, like England or France, Germany, somewhere in there, you would name it RSBP. Name the folder RSBP. That's for Europeans. And then, US RSBE. So, okay, make that folder. You can make it in all caps or lowercase. Don't do any. Never do this. I don't know if it's like bad to do this or anything, but I would never think you should do this because it's probably not going to read it very well. I don't know. Don't do something like that. Capitalize, lowercase, capitalize. I don't think that. I don't know if the Wii really cares about that or anything. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't make a folder where it's like it alternates between low caps and high caps. I would make sure and have it be either all caps or low caps. That's how the Wii reads stuff. I've seen people with private, like in all caps or in lowercase. I like lowercase on that, and I like caps on RSBE. Anyway, so just want to make sure you understand that it's probably good of you to make sure it's lowercase or all caps, and not just a random up and down case. I don't think that would work. Okay, so you may or may not have some files in here already, because like when you go to your Brawl and you transfer stuff to your SD card, like pictures and replays is all you're gonna pretty much have in here. And custom stages, yeah. Custom stages are in the ST folder. You'll see this ST folder here. That's where your custom stages are. They look like okay. They're not going to be these cones. That's just a program I had that decides to identify them as that type of thing that you open it with that, but those aren't really what you open it with. But anyway, just ignore the cones. They'll be like these should be like this dot bends that you don't know what to do with them. Don't do anything with them. You don't need to do anything special with them. They're your custom stage files that we identifies them and uses them if you want to use them. Anyway, that's your custom stage folder that you copied stuff from your Wii, and then RP is replays. That's your replays, and AL folder, that is where all your pictures are. And I'll make a separate video about making pictures into JPEGs that you get from your Brawl game. Like you take a picture and you put it and you save it to the SD card, and you can turn it into a JPEG with a special program. It's pretty cool. But I'll do it in a separate video. And then you got PF. Wait, no, you don't have that. You don't have that yet. Okay, so what you don't need to worry about the AL or the RP or the ST for modding. What we want to do next is make a folder called PF. Make a folder called PF. Just PF, and open it, and then make folder called Fighter. And I would say we need to make all the folders that are like the standard folders that most people use. Like you're probably not going to use all these folders like I am, but it's good to have them there so you know where to put stuff if you ever download anything. So, like a folder called Fighter. It doesn't have to be. Oh, okay. Apparently, it doesn't matter if it's one uppercase and all lowercase. Okay, so whatever. Okay, forget what I said earlier. Anyway, Oh, and ignore this 4 experience in Epic Shadow. That's just some other crap I downloaded. And this is just there. It's from the Shadow Hack, and the guy decided to put his folders a little weird, but you know it's okay. I'll show you that. I'll show you how to do that later. Anyway, you have like a fighter folder, and then make an info folder, then make an info2, info number 2 folder, then make make an item folder called item, make a folder called menu, make a folder called menu2, MENU2, then make a folder called module, MODULE, and then make a folder called sound, and then make a folder called stage, and go away MSN and Yahoo. Make a folder called stage, and in that folder called stage, make a folder called melee. And just so people understand this, no, that is not where the melee stages go. That is where any stage goes, okay? I know this is kind of weird, but melee, if you don't know, is essentially a word from another language. I think it's from another language. I'm not sure. I just know that's another word for like attacking, or attacking with your fists, I think, or like battling, or fighting, battling, attacking, something like that. But I'm guessing they named the folder melee because that's where all the battle stages are. There's an adventure stage, and that's for September Emissary. Probably don't really need to worry about that too much. But I'll show you how to do that, how to replace that anyway, just to be able to tell you how to replace everything. But anyway, so you make a folder called melee, and that's where all the stages go. All the stages, melee and brawl, not custom ones. Custom ones don't go in there. Custom ones, actually, yes. Custom ones. Okay, no. Let me make something clear about custom stages. Okay, so you know that folder earlier I talked about? It's the ST folder where you save all your custom stages to from your Brawl game. Yeah, those are the folders contain the information on where all the stuff is supposed to be set up for that stage to function and everything. But there's another actual stage in melee folder that is called stg underscore edit or something like that. I think it's stg edit underscore 0 or 1 or 2 or something like that. And that just contains the textures and the pieces. It just contains the pieces, but they aren't set to be anywhere really. They need to look for that file that you saved in order to know where to put the platforms and stuff that you made in order to work. So anyway, that's something to be clear about that. And also, those files, stg edit files, are like, since they have all the textures in there. Like if you ever find a stage texture that has, it's like you see next to it like custom stage or stage edit, something like that next to the stage on the download for Brawl Vault, that means that it's just textured over that that custom stuff, which means that if you used that format that stage as a format for your custom stage, and you wanted to use his, you can't separate his textures from your textures. They're going to mix in, and your stuff will look like his stuff. It kind of sucks, but your stage will be the same. It just will have different colors, different textures. If you know what textures are, they're like different colors and sketches and pictures on. It's the pictures that they use to put on top of the geometry, And you'll have his textures instead of the regular ones and stuff and everything. Like if you download like a Green Hill custom stage texture that someone makes, and they also have a custom stage like data thingy, then you like and you put that in, it'll like affect other custom stages you've made because it's also replacing the textures, and those stages, custom stages you use are using all the textures from those. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, then after you make a stage folder, make a system folder called system, and yeah, that's all you need to worry about. Worry about for I don't even know what this does. I think it's something with stage expansion or whatever. But anyway, don't need to worry about that for a while. But that's all you need to make for your folders. Now I'm going to show you examples on how to like download from Brawl Vault and where to put stuff when you like see stuff from people who have given you stuff when you download it, and like be like, oh, I know where to put that. Alright, so now I'm going to use the example of the true perfect shadow hack that the Sdoom Incarnation made, because people seem to be having some trouble figuring out what to do with that hack. So what you need to do first is download it, obviously. Make sure that you have the program WinRAR or RARzilla. You don't have to open it. But after you download it, right click on it and go to like where the folder is where you download it to. So save it. Save the file. Don't open it. Don't tell it to open with. Tell it to save. So, and before you download a RAR file, make sure you install WinRAR or RARzilla, whichever you want. And then go to the file that you saved, right click it, and click extract here. I like to open it, but that makes it a little too complicated for you guys to figure out, so I'll just simplify it to extract here. And then these two files called for experienced and for newbies, and a readme with instructions will pop out. And the instructions should tell you what to do, but since people are having trouble anyway, I'll explain it for you right now. So what the instructions say to do is to, I'm just going to cover the character thing, not sound effects or stages or anything like that yet. So it says for newbies to open up the for newbies folder. So since this is your like first hack or something, probably open up the for newbies folder, and then right click on private and click copy, and then go to the root of your SD card. That's just your SD card, like open it, your SD card in my computer. Then right click in your SD card and click paste. Hit yes to all on it, because it's just gonna, I mean, you may be thinking, oh no, it's going to replace the contents of my private folder. There's nothing in there it's going to replace. It's going, if you click yes to all, if you say yes, that you're telling it it's okay to write over the private folder, which is the same folder that you're putting in there. It doesn't have anything that's going to write over your data. As long as you don't have any Sonic hacks already in there, it's not going to write over anything. And anyway, yeah, as long as you don't have any Sonic stuff, any Sonic hacks in there, it's not going to write over anything. So just click yes to all, and then it'll write over. I had an error because I have a file that's messing it up, but you shouldn't have that error. Just do that, and I'll just and then I corrected that. I did that earlier. So go to you know, private Wii app RSB PF fighter, and then go to Sonic's folder, and then you should have. Don't worry about this stuff. It's just here. It shouldn't be here. You should have two folders: Hyper Shadow and Shadow. Depending on which one you want, just go to it. Open the folder that you want, Shadow or Hyper Shadow, and you know, one's overpowered and one isn't. You'll have all these files here.